regularly scheduled program.
Hello. How's it going this evening? See, maybe we have Valor in here. Hey, Valor, how are you? Hope you're able to sleep through. I think you had a migraine yesterday, if I remember correctly. Hopefully you were able to sleep out of that. It's better? Okay, that's good. Good to hear. So what I'm gonna do tonight, just to switch things up a little bit. I'm gonna work on building my website, and I am going to say right from the get-go, I am not an expert at this. I used to mess around with a little bit of HTML when I was younger, but it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to look up nearly everything. But my goal is to build kind of a crappy looking 90s style, like GeoCities website. And actually the website I'm using to build this is called NeoCities. So that's kind of the inspired purpose of it. So I'm trying to track down some music I can put on though. Because there's been some hoopla with music lately. Excuse me. I think this Harris Heller stuff is royalty free, so hopefully. We'll put it on and we'll see. I think it's like lo-fi type stuff, so. I'm a fan of that. Ooh. Watching the Dodgers whoop some Tampa butt. Well, that's good. What's the series record at right now, Valor? I'm not sure who's ahead. I'm not hugely into baseball, but my wife is a big Minnesota Twins fan, so I do hear about it from time to time. We go to games too, so I guess I do like going to the games. That's fun, but obviously that's kind of been very much limited with all of the things going on in the world right now. Yeah, we'll just do that. Nope, not that display. That display. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to move it up just a little bit. There we go. 2-1 Dodgers. If they win tonight, they just need one more to win the World Series. That's awesome. That is awesome. For me, being a Twins fan is pretty much just accepting that pretty much any year, if we ever get to the playoffs, even if it isn't the Yankees, but if the Yankees are somehow in our path, which seems to be the case every year, we will not proceed. So, but that's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes. Oh, geez, sorry for the coughs. That's okay, Valor. Do what you gotta do to, it's do what you gotta do to get your Dodgers to win. I understand. Okay, so go into the site and we'll take a look at the index page first. Actually, let's just view this page. So right now I have it set up. I think the first thing I want to do is address the background because this white is burning my eyes. So I might just do like a plain black background if I'm being honest. I think eventually I'd like to get some bizarre tiled looking thing, but for now I kind of just want it to be a dark website. And see, then I've got this music player down here. I thought it would be kind of fun to have something that auto plays, which currently I have that coded. You know what? I probably should move myself so you can actually see what I'm referring to. This will probably be a better position while I'm doing this. Okay. So actually this whole script part here, what this is doing, it's pulling in an audio file I have uploaded and then it automatically plays it. The thing is, right now, I found out the hard way that most browsers, which makes sense, they disallow automatic play of audio. So for most people entering the site, they wouldn't hear that music anyway, and so they'd have to go down here and manually press play. So I think I'm just gonna take that out. So also bear in mind too, like I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with this, so some of this is just gonna be me messing around with stuff. And I don't have like a good, I don't know how to put it. There's a word I'm looking for, but essentially how you organize your code. So, so this is all of our audio stuff here, starting with the audio ID, and then that source there is that music file that I uploaded. So I'm gonna take that out, clean that up a bit. Whoops. Yeah, we don't want to get rid of that part. Okay. Save it, and then we'll go back to the website. I might have to refresh on here. There we go. Okay, so now that is gone. So let's address the background here real quick. So I'm gonna pull up another tab over here, do a little bit of research. Okay, so what we're gonna do for the background, we're gonna put a little bit of code in here. And actually, I kind of want this up towards the top, just so it's easier for me to adjust when I inevitably decide to do that. So then what we're gonna do, since we just, I'm sure there's a way to just like do a color code for a background, but that's okay. We'll just like throw in a dummy image here. So we'll just do that. Let's go to, got a whole thing for website assets. So we'll just do black background. Whoops. We want to save that as black background. Let's do that as a JPEG, actually. Save a little bit of space there. Okay. So, we're gonna go back here and let's get out of the code. I thought I saved it. Okay. So, we're going to go back to edit site and we are going to go into this folder, then upload. This is where I'm storing all of my photos for the website, within the website. So I'm just going to upload that. And then if I hit rename, I can find the file path here. And then I should probably just, yeah, there we go. We'll have a different tab for that. So in here, we're going to put our image URL. See how that looks. No change, so I did something something wrong. Curious if I'm I added this. That must not work for that. So I'll go back over to my reference site here. So when I look at the actual code they provided, it looks like it's a little bit different, which is weird. But we'll grab this again. And give it another shot. Because before it didn't have that body there. It said division, so I don't know. There we go. Cool. All right, site is black now. All right, success. Slowly but surely. So now, of course, because our site is black, we can't see any of our text. So we gotta update that now and make our text white. You know what? I have a cough drop. I should really use that to stop hacking into the mic. So, looks like we're just going to use this. Yeah, so things have changed quite a bit since I was doing HTML. Because what we're going to do, so our body starts here. So right under body, we're going to do that, I think. Okay, so we're going to, since it just seems like we can put free text color in there, I'm hoping, I have to imagine white is on there. And then we're going to get rid of the I am red, and then I think P is for paragraph. I can't remember. But no, we've got all of our text down here. I'm gonna put that on the same line, or same column rather, as our style up there. And I'm hoping what that will do is make our text white. Well, I had hoped it would make it. Oh, you know what though? We have a bunch of other style attributes there. Or, not attribute, I don't know what I'm saying. We're starting other commands up here, so that would be the cause of our problem, I think. P style. What happens if we put it here? I don't know. Give it a try. Was this already? No, okay. Okay, I was gonna say the header is still, in fact, black. All right, let me look at the tutorial again, because I'm doing something wrong. Body. Well, red is what they use in the example. I mean, I felt like it should work with white, but I'm curious if it functions different because that is a header. Probably does. That's probably our problem. So why don't we, let's get rid of that. Let's try this again. So let's put this back in. And then, whoops, let's try this. So let's put text under the fire bar. You know what? Something that's been bugging me too. Okay, it looks like so originally I used to be able to do just page breaks with BR, but it looks like maybe there was an update so that I actually have to do a page break after command. So I guess I'll have to figure that out too, but that's okay. I'm not sure if those breaks are even working, but in case they are, let's go here. So we have a bunch of paragraphs here. So let's create a new one. Actually, I don't know if we have to start it with to designate that it's a new one first and then that part, maybe. Now we're gonna say this is a test, exclamation points, because we are excited. No, I didn't want to open you. I'm sorry. Okay, then we're gonna get rid of this part. Actually, you know what? Do this instead. We'll kind of keep it consistent with how they've been formatting things. I would trust how they format things better than I. So let's save that. So that should be red text, hopefully. All right, hell yeah. Okay. So we got red text there. So let's see then. Switch over to white. Hey, there we go. Sweet. All right, we got white text now. Our GIF looks like it's kind of freezing out on us, though. That's interesting. Anyway. So. Just out of curiosity, I wonder what happens if I remove le P. If it's going to break it. So it does seem like that P style does start a new paragraph, which is kind of cool. You don't have to worry about doubling up on that then. Okay. So kind of what I want to do is create like an index. So since this is like our index, our main page here. I kind of want this to be, well, obviously it's like a landing page, but let's see. I'm going to have a page to the archives. We'll do a POG guide. Yeah. Let's start with those two. So using this command here, or sorry, using this paragraph here is what we're gonna do. So this is how you make a list. Wonder what the list actually looks like. Here's how to make a list. Okay, so we already have kind of an example here. So within this red text, let's put you down here for the time being. Then we're gonna paste this in. Let's try that and see. It's giving us an error, but it has failed to make that text white. So I'm just gonna shoot in the dark here and see. So we're gonna put that, whoops, oopie. So we're gonna end that paragraph. I'm curious if we can style this. Like if we can just do the same thing here and just do color white. Got rid of the errors. It was erroring out a little bit there while I was working on it, but let's see if that works. Shit, yeah, son. Oh, hey, Flo. How's it going? Yeah, we're doing some late night coding on the old Raging Janitor website here on NeoCities. Eventually, I'll plug it in so that I'll actually have my own. Oh, you can't see where I'm hovering because of the little tags there, but where my URL is right now, it's ragingjanitor.neocities.org. But we're gonna change that. We're gonna change that. So for this first one, we're gonna do archive because we're gonna have that be our archive page. And then we're going to do POG guide. Actually, let's do let's do about me. And then let's do POG guide. Let's see how that looks. Where we go? NeoCities, yes. So, yeah, so this is like NeoCities is like it's a web hosting service that is like inspired by GeoCities. So I thought it would be fun to make a site on here that I could actually use because I've used like I used to code HTML websites when I was younger. It's been a long time and HTML has changed quite a bit. So I'm still relearning a lot of that, but I've used platforms like Squarespace before, which are really nice. But unless they give you, pre-made templates, unless you have like a keen awareness of like the coding in the background, you're kind of stuck with what you have. And I'm not at that level of coding right now, so I'm going back to my roots. And I thought it'd be fun anyway to have a website in this style anyway. So okay, so we have these here. Right now they don't link out to anything. But we will do that shortly. First thing I want to try this style.css file allows you To change the look of your web pages, if you include the next line in all your web pages, they will all share the same look. This is easier to make new changes for your site. Okay. Well, cool. I don't exactly know how that works, but I have seen the style thing. Oh, nice. Here we go. Okay, so this is easier than what I did. So we'll just include this line on every page we make. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna just do a background color of black. And then let's do white for that. And for font family, I'm not sure everything. Oh, Courier is one. I know that Courier is one of the styles, so we'll give that a try. And then we're going to remove some of this extra bloat code we've thrown in here. So here we go. This background image one, we do not need that anymore. Actually, the style thing too, I don't believe we need. So let's save that and see how it looks. Oh, cool. Now none of it works. It went back to what it was at. I kept the text white though. All right. Well, background color. It doesn't seem to like that. This shouldn't be breaking it. I don't think that style part was in there before I added it. But it's not... Doesn't seem to be respecting those settings. What if we... I don't know, just something weird like orange? I don't know, just like... Do we need to pull up a new one? No. Okay. So we have color white, font family, color. Let's do this orange and just, I don't know, see what happens. See what happens, you know? Nothing. So it's not... It's not working. It seems. Style.css, so I mean that looks right to me for the file name anyhow. I must then have something conflicting with that, perhaps. Style sheet type media all. Our GIF started working again though, so I think how I had that thing before was not jiving. Let's see if there's anything else in here that would be monkeying around with it. I have my breaks in here, which I probably should take out just to clean up a little bit because those I think are deprecated now. So I don't think that that's going to do us any good to have that there. Oh, the breaks did work because now it stretched this fucker out quite a bit. Interesting. So it doesn't recognize it as being right, but it works. Interesting. I wonder where all, I was gonna say, did any of our other shit get thrown around there? So for now, just so I remember that I'm gonna have to put in the breaks the correct way, I'm just gonna do this just to keep it looking a little bit It doesn't stretch across the whole page like that. Okay, there we go. That's okay. We can do that. But I don't know why it isn't accepting this style sheet. Or it doesn't appear to be anyway. How to change link color. Text decoration. Background color. Okay. I mean, so the guide I'm looking at pretty much tells me the same thing. That this should be affecting some change on it. Let's go back to what I actually want. Black. Whoops. Over here. Oh, cool. You can even mess with opacity. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. But let's do font color. Font color. And it seems like actually the guides I should be looking at are like CSS. I don't actually want it to be green, but I'm just seeing if like it's accepting anything on this style sheet. So I'm hoping, yeah, see it doesn't. I wonder if I deleted something out inadvertently that I didn't mean to. I'm starting to get a little worried about that. Let's just go back and see what I messed around with, because that stuff's easy enough to change again. I don't think I did. But we'll go back just to make sure. Just to make sure. Loading. I don't know what happened there. Okay. The only thing I can think of is that I deleted that style thing. I don't know. Style? Let's just see if this does anything different. It did, but not the way I expected it to. Fuck. I don't know what I did wrong. I think I must have gotten rid of something. So I don't think there's anything wrong with our actual sheet file. But... the website of Raging Janitor. Shit, man. Don't know. Okay. External CSS. Can change the look of an entire website just by changing one field. Each HTML page must include a reference to the external style file sheet inside the link element. Okay, so we have our link element there. It says close your link tag. Okay. Well, looks like maybe we have a couple of options. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but that was one of the person's things. That's what they said. Yeah, that didn't make a difference. Because I would expect to see some orange, yeah? I'm curious if Do I need to have a... I wonder if I need a link command to end it. I don't know. Let's try it. Doesn't like that. But hey, I learn best through messing up, so let's mess up some more. Okay. Unexpected end tag ignored. Ignored. Okay. Okay. And we get that same error up there, so it's not... That doesn't seem to be what the issue is. I also feel like where the href is at doesn't matter, but it does seem that people have it towards the end typically. I mean, at this point, I don't think that's gonna matter, but what happens if we get rid of that style there? And then let's get rid of the style on this too. Just, you know, since we're trying to do it all on a file anyways, may as well just start fresh. Body. Okay, so here's the body. And I don't think I have anything else like styling it in here. So, I mean, I feel like I feel like it should be respecting those settings. But alas, it is not. Burble. Style sheet. So you can add an image. Style.css, man. That's what it is. Right. The style is changing something, but nothing that I want, really. Because it'd be really nice to use this thing, this style sheet, I feel like. Know what I mean? Didn't look like we needed that / on it. Oh, it works now. Okay, so I switched. That's so weird. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, hey, Dory, how's it going? Yeah, I am building a website. I'm building a crappy 90s website, NeoCities. Yeah. So, yeah, it seems like my little edit worked there. Let's view it. Oh, what the fuck? See, this is what I don't get, though. Did you see that on the style sheet here? It switched here. Well, why isn't it working on here? I'm curious if... What happens if I view this on, like, Firefox or something? Wonder if it's a browser-based problem this whole time. No. Okay, I'll check on my phone, maybe. You haven't played around with HTML since MySpace? Yeah. Me too, Dory. And FYI, it has changed a lot. It is not what it used to be. What the fuck? Okay, so it's white on my when I go to a browser. But then the highlight here looks like it's yeah, so like the purple and orange and stuff, which I don't want. I just shit. Like that's working there. Which is so weird. Have I tried turning it on and off again? Shit, I almost feel like I should. Like, should we just exit out and open up a new tab and go back in and see if it works? I don't know. Because of the preview makes it look like, excuse me, that it's working. Fuck. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna clear the cookies and see if that does it. Nope. Fuck. Thank you, thank you. That is, yeah, that is what we tell you to do. Turn it on, turn it off, and turn it back on again. Works 90% of the time. Okay. Ah, it's just so weird that I am signed in. Come on. Oh, probably because I cleared cookies. Oh, I gotta go back to my passwords because I forgot what it is. Ooh, a dad joke. All right, Flo. All right. Let me switch over to the full cam here because we do a little something different for it. Let's see. Are my Zoom cameras set up? They're probably not. Black. Black. Okay. Yeah, I found those little gifs of the orange and gray cat. Couldn't pass it up. All right, Flo. I don't tell the dad jokes, Nas does. Let's get it in on him. Oh my god, these are so fucking bad. Alright, Flo. Hold on. We gotta focus on the star of the show here. What's the best way to watch a fishing tournament? Live stream. Holy fucking shit. There you go. There's your dad joke. Well. Okay. I gotta go get some water after that. My throat's all messed up. All right. Did you guys recover from that knee slapper? All right. Let's see if it works. See, it doesn't work though. So it's purple on here. What am I doing wrong? It's kind of pissing me off because it's right there. It's working. but not when I go to the actual site. Okay, just out of curiosity, I have never been to NeoCities on Edge because I don't use Edge. Okay, it doesn't work here either. No, I don't want to set you as my default. No one wants you as their default browser. Stop. Why is it purple here? Ow. Okay, just out of curiosity, we have our style sheet in there, but clearly it's not working. So let's just change the background color within the page for now, because clearly this shit isn't working. And just see if that affects any change on it. Because, NeoCities is like, yeah, it's working. It's not, though. It's not working. Background color, linen. Doesn't respect, oh. It's just throwing it in there as text. It doesn't give a shit about that. I know that that's gonna be wrong, but I'm just fucking around at this point. Background color, linen. Let's just see if I can do HTML background color. Because it seems like some of it is CSS and then the rest, you know, the rest of it is not. I don't know. Here we go. Let's try this instead. Let's get rid of this shit right here. And then just do a body style. Oh, that works. Okay. So, I mean, that's not the color I want, but I want it to be black. The thing that sucks is that if I have that individual sheet, I can just throw this link into every single page and it would save that. Right, so we want black. That's an incorrect attribute. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. So I can do. Okay, so we're essentially going back to what we were doing before. Okay, well, that's okay. P style. Let's just see. Orange. Let's just see if that works. For this is a test. Oh, sorry. I keep pulling up a double window of the stream. P style equals. Oh, well, it'd help if I like type my stuff in here correctly, maybe. P style color. There we go. Well, that just happens sometimes. You just don't pay attention to what you're doing, and you don't put characters in that you need to put in order for your shit to work. There we go. Hey. There we go. We got white text now saying this is a test. I wonder if a mealworm got out. Clem is like hunting right now. Her tail's all angry. All right. Can I put this paragraph down here? Can I just throw it in there? No. Of course I can't. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. So we're back to where we started with how the font situation is going on here, but that's just how it's gonna be right now. Style equals color white. No errors. A kaboom. Okay. See, where it's gonna become a real bitch is when I have to update the font family for each one. That is gonna be a pain in the ass. But let's try it. Let's try it, even though it's gonna be a pain. So I think what I have to do is family courier, maybe courier. See if that affects any change. Nope. You know what? Let's just go to our original handy dandy style sheet that doesn't fucking work anyway. For some reason. Font family. Okay, so I was on the right track. It's just a pain because if I don't do this with a style sheet, like for every single one of these variables, like for each paragraph, for each bot, I'm gonna have to fucking do this for each one of them. Why? You know what though? I wonder if I can just do that in the body. Well, let's see if I can get the font to change first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Hell yeah, son. That worked. That worked. Okay. However, let's try throwing all of this shit into here. Right? Like that. Expected character. That's probably your unexpected character, Chief. Chief! We're gonna get rid of all of our other style shit and pray that this works. Because if not, I'm gonna have to redo all this. Hey! It won't be as bad as I thought. Okay, so until I get the I wish you luck with the site. It's time for bed. I'm actually pissed I'm tired this early on a weekend. Have a good night. Sounds good, Dory. Thank you for stopping in. We'll catch you soon. All right. Okay, so that's a good we're in a good spot, I think. So instead of having this temp message here, let's do this. Let's actually say something here. We'll say for now we're just gonna say welcome to Raging Janitor's page. There we go, look at that. The constantly flowing flames, I think, is kind of a nice touch. And it is directly, I was hoping I could get that up there. You know what though? It's because of this guy. I know this isn't the way I'm supposed to do page breaks, but I'm sorry. I'm just doing it for now because it works. There we go. Now it's like right under there. Sweet. Okay. And I do kind of want everything to be left aligned for some reason, like yeah, left aligned is the way to go for me. I don't want it to be centered. I just want it to look like as authentically 90s as possible, and like I don't want it to be too overly stylized if I'm being honest. Okay, so we already have some images, so let's get rid of the NeoCities logo. Clean up the site a little bit. Check out these tutorials. Gonna get rid of that too. And we're gonna get rid of that list down there because we don't need that. There we go. Things are starting to look nice and clean now. Got rid of all this garbage. She's a little barren, but that is okay. That is okay. So, I think it's high time we link out. Let's try linking out to another page. So let's try making this archive actually turn into another page. Index.html. Hey Sarah, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm happy to. Every time I say hi to you, it thinks I'm saying Siri. Oh my god. My god. Oh, I didn't even say hello. 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 Okay. Instead of saying this is a test, we're actually going to rename this to site navigation. Site navigation. There we go. So, actually, I'm going to leave that last one on there because I feel like I might need to reference that a little later. But for now, I'll get rid of that one link. There we go. Okay, so I'm curious if just a like how do I? Is there a way to copy this? No. Let's delete this shit too, just to keep stuff clean. Not found HTML. Well, we could turn that into our, we could turn this into our, yes, 1 hour until the day of birth. Actually, you know what? Let's just... Okay. Well, let's just try it out with what I've got for knowledge at this point. I'm hoping I don't even, I guess, necessarily need to have anything in this shit page. This kind of like dumpy one here. So I'm just going to name it archive.html. And then in the body, let's just do, oh, it says page not, you know what though, let's do test for archive page. Save that, and it's archive.html. So if if we go back here, create link HTML. So then what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our list here and try to make this link to that page. So it's archive.html. Excuse me. Here's our link text. So let's do archive again. Archive. Get a fresh instance of that. So it is a hyperlink. Hey, we linked out. We linked out. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, boy. And Flo just redeemed random useless knowledge. So we open the tome of knowledge. I forgot to highlight the last dad joke we did. So now that's okay. That means we'll get to hear it again someday. It was really good. Okay, Flo, I'm gonna give you 3 categories, and you get to choose a fact from one of those categories. Intriguing individuals, death and the macabre, or food and drink. So intriguing individuals, death and the macabre, and food and drink. Which category would you like? Food. Okay. Let's do a food fact. Food and drink. 630. All right. Now, some of this stuff I think is a little dubious, but you know, we're just going based on what the book says. So I'm gonna go over to, let's do 16 things you didn't know about popcorn, Flo. High in fiber, low in fat, and a tiny demon in every kernel. Here are 20 things you probably didn't know about popcorn, even though it says 16 right above it. That seems like an oversight. Popcorn's specific name is Zea mays urvata, and it is the only type of corn that will pop. People have been enjoying popcorn for thousands of years. In 1948, popped kernels that were around 5,000 years old were discovered in caves in New Mexico. It is believed that the Wampanoag Native American tribe brought popcorn to the colonies for the first Thanksgiving in Plymouth, Massachusetts. Traditionally, Native American tribes flavored popcorn with dried herbs and spices, and possibly even chili. They also made popcorn into soup and beer and crafted popcorn headdresses and corsages. Christopher Columbus allegedly introduced popcorn to Europe in the late 15th century. The first commercial popcorn machine was invented by Charles Craters in Chicago in 1885. American vendors began selling popcorn at carnivals in the late 19th century. When they began to sell the snack outside movie houses, theater owners were annoyed, fearing that popcorn would distract their patrons from the films. It took a few years for them to realize that popcorn could be a way to increase revenue. Popcorn has been served in the movie theaters since 1912. Nowadays, many movie theaters make a greater profit from popcorn than they do from ticket sales. For every dollar spent on popcorn, around 90 cents is pure profit. Popcorn also makes moviegoers thirsty and thus more likely to buy sodas. I think we all knew that one. Native American folklore speaks of spirits that live inside each kernel of corn. When heated or angered, the spirits explode in a puff, often considered an omen of bad luck. What really makes popcorn pop Each kernel contains a small amount of moisture. As the kernel is heated, this water turns into steam. Popcorn differs from other grains in that the kernel's shell is not water permeable, so the steam cannot escape. Pressure builds up until the kernel finally explodes, turning it inside out. Unpopped kernels are called old maids or spinsters. There are two possible explanations for old maids. The first is that they didn't contain sufficient moisture to create an explosion. The second is that their outer coatings were damaged, so the steam escaped gradually rather than within a pop. Good popcorn should produce less than 2% old maids. Americans consume 17 billion quarts of popcorn each year. That's enough to fill the Empire State Building 18 times. Nebraska produces more popcorn than any other state in the country, around 250 million pounds per year. Popped popcorn comes in two basic shapes, snowflake and mushroom. Movie theaters prefer snowflake because it's bigger. Confections such as caramel corn use mushroom because it won't crumble. And number 16, according to Guinness World Records, the world's largest popcorn ball measured 12 feet in diameter and required 2,000 pounds of corn, 40,000 pounds of sugar, 280 gallons of corn syrup, and 400 gallons of water to create. All right, there's some popcorn facts for you. The more you know. We do like popcorn at this household. It's a good snack. All right, so our test page is officially linked out. We now have an archives page, so that's pretty cool. Second best redemption. Hey man, it's all in the facts, right? It's all we care about here. Oh, you know what? Clem is coming out. I'm gonna give you guys a freebie. Look at the new Clem cam. You can see her sticking out there. The camera is actually making her look better than she does right now. She is looking really pale, and that's not a bad thing, but she's starting to look kind of ghost-like, which means she's about to shed. And there she is looking at me. She's really nice to have here. Now I'm going on the weakest link. Yeah. I mean, you have all the popcorn knowledge you could possibly need. I mean, as long as it's an episode that's heavily popcorn based, I think you're set. But it's funny because you see my hand come out. That's where I am. That's where I'm stationed. So she just sits there and watches me all day, which is kind of fun. Like the opening to her home is there, so she'll just pop out and look at me periodically. But she's not, I don't know if I told you guys this, she was being naughty as hell. She laid down, so I put a litter box in there because all my geckos have been able to litter box train. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to with her. She sits in it with her belly flat and flaps her two front arms as fast as she can and just sprays sand all over the place. You can probably see some of it on the ground there, but there is like a huge pile to the left that's totally concealed right now, but she's naughty. But back to our website here. So our test page works. She's making, yeah, I mean, she's making sand angels is what she's doing. Very, very naughty. Okay, so this style sheet is not working, and I don't know why. At some point in time, I'll go back and troubleshoot that. But for now, I'm just going to carry forward this style. And then we're just going to plug it into the body here. Save that, and then view it. And there we go. Okay, so it's... so it's identical now. And sorry, you probably can't quite see. It says test for archive page. So let's actually start dolling this up a little bit. We're gonna do Raging Janitor Stream Archive. Save that, view it again. There we go, Raging Janitor Stream Archive, it says. And then what I need to do too is I need to add a title, I think. Oh, not found is the title right now. Why? RJ Stream Archive. And so what that'll do, if we go back here, now up here, can't, here, I'll move it over here. Now it says RJ Stream Archive up there. So that's what the title command does. So, okay. So eventually I will put some more text in there. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna have, but I'm just, for now, I'm gonna say use the below menu to jump to games played on stream alphabetically. Save that and view it. Use the menu to below to jump to games played on stream alphabetically. Sweet. So eventually what I'm going to do with this too is I'm going to add in more graphics and but what we're going to do now is we're going to do, let's oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's why I'm getting confused here. So let's create a new paragraph. And then here, I'm just going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Then we're going to do, actually, should set it up this way. Because what we'll end up doing here is each of those letters, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all of these letters actually link to a different part in the page. So assuming HTML still supports that, which I imagine it does, I can have each of these letters actually be a hyperlink. And that way it can skip you like down to the A's, down to the B's, down to the C's, and so on. So, and instead of commas, because that just looks a little trashy to me, I'm going to do hyphens instead. It looks a little bit better, I think. We'll see how it looks. Right now, it's just going to show up as text, and honestly, I've played so few games on stream at this point that there's not, most of these aren't going to be hyperlinks right now, but, you know, as the wheels of time turn, perhaps we'll get more here. And then ultimately what these are going to do is these are going to link out to the YouTube channel that I store all of these on. NOPQRSTUVW X, Y, and Z. So let's see how this looks on the page. I'm hoping that it broke the two. Okay, cool. So we got that. So that's nice. I'm not sure if the spaces are necessary between each one, but another thing we're going to do to center HTML text. Center tag. Not supported in HTML5. Okay. Well then. We got to use the text alignment command. Okay. Groovy. That's easy enough. So we're going to go back here. And on this one, because the first one I actually kind of like where it's placed. Let's see what it looks like, though, when we do a dish. Unexpected character. Text align center. Oh, I have to have an equal symbol here. I'm learning. I'm learning. It's coming along. Oh boy. That like massively throws it over. Okay. Well, maybe I won't do that. Well, at least I know how to now. So that's good. So yeah, we're just gonna revert. We're gonna revert back here. Just do this. Yeah, that's okay for now. Okay, so let's try adding our first game. So the first game I'm going to add is Death and Taxes is what I'm gonna add. And I'm so pissed at myself. I can't upload the fucking Hypnospace Outlaw one because apparently I never downloaded the second part of that VOD, and now it's gone because like Twitch deletes your VODs after a certain amount of time. So I'm like, fuck, dude. I really wanted to upload that one, but that's okay. There's still plenty of games to play. So let's do our first one. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do that. Hi. Just to make sure it works. So save. View. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't like that I'm doing this part. Probably because that needs to be somewhere else, would be my guess. But that's actually an okay size, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head each letter like so. So actually, while we're at it, why don't we just do this? Probably going to have a, well, I can make a new paragraph for each one, methinks. Paragraph. Nope. Nope. So the thing is, always insert a page break before a H1 element. Oh, this is to always, okay. See, this is where like my knowledge of CSS is a little dodgy. I should probably work on that a little bit. This is what we're gonna do temporarily, just because I know it's gonna work, and because I'm a lazy asshole. So we're just gonna do this for now. 1, 2. Wait, so we're on. Oh shit, no. So we're gonna do this. Copy that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Then we're just going to go down. A. B. C. D. E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. Und Z. Look at that. We got our little spots here now. So death and taxes is a D. So this is where it may be. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna organize that part. Because it'll start getting a little bit sticky here. So I think for the moment, maybe what I should do is do this and just separate the D, isolate that, And then so what we're doing is we're creating an anchor. Okay, so this here so we're just gonna call this D anchor. So danker. And then we need to create the link to that. So let's go down to our D section here. Oh, you know what? I did this backwards. Okay, so what we need to do here. So we're gonna do the D there, and then we're gonna have this be D anchor. Okay. So this is our actual anchor. This is the link to that anchor. And so now we need to actually add that here. So it will bring us down to this part on the page. So we're going to do de-anchor and hope that that works. Okay. Oh. Okay, clearly that didn't work. Okay, that is a hyperlink now, but I was hoping it would bring us down there. Oh, you know what, though? These all had hashtags. Hashtags, pound symbols, whatever you want to call them. Now it just doesn't work at all. It doesn't do anything. Is it opening my page all fucked up now, too? Whoops. Wrong one. No, it's not, but... Wonder... Okay, so... Let's try that on Z as well. Just because that's further down. We're going to do Z anchor. With Z in there instead. I gotta organize this better as well, but replace that with Z anchor and replace. Oh yeah, we don't need that stuff there. So we're doing something wrong. Do I have it in quotes? It's in quotes there. Yeah, we have them all in quotes, it looks like. I don't have an end tag on this though, so maybe. So it's like showing up here that it's got that part, but it doesn't actually navigate down. This one also doesn't have an end, does it? Not that I don't think at this point it really matters, but okay. Let's look through this again and see what I did wrong. Okay, insert your object name here. I did that. Okay. Place the complete opening A tag from above before the text or object you want to link to and add a closing tag after. So can I just do like a standard A? Well, AID equals, okay. So yeah, let's look at W3 because their stuff usually works pretty well. AID equals anchor name, where you want to jump, closing A. Oh. It's because, okay. Here we go. Let's try this instead. Because we are in a header, so that might be what our problem is. So let's get back to just clean slate here with this. So we've got our Z there. So then let's put that, you know what? Let's do this. Z anchor, section name, Z. We gotta close that, H2. So let's see if that worked. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It jumped us. I mean, there's nothing to scroll further down to, so that's why it's not showing anything else there, but hey, it's working. We found what was wrong. So then let's do this for the section D as well. So we're gonna do this. We're just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. And see if this jumps us down to D. Whoa. Don't just like jump us without our consent here. Oh. Oh, because I didn't rename it. That's why. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. So as I add more games to the stream archive, this will be able to use this as a navigation tool to jump to whatever section you want to see. Okay, cool. So let's go to YouTube and let's create an actual spot here for and actually I think I've got this on Firefox already logged in, so we'll just go over here and got our death and taxes video here. So this is what we want to link out to. So we'll do that. Oh, yeah, we're going to get rid of that. Okay. So first things first, we've got our section here. So we're going to have stuff immediately under here. So we're going to do a new paragraph. And then we're going to do we're just going to say death and taxes. So we're going to have a break there. And then I'd actually like to have an image of the game. So So I'm going to save this image locally. And then I'm going to open it in PaintNet. Okay, so from here, I'm going to resize this canvas. We're going to maintain the aspect ratio. Let's do, oh, I don't know. Let's start with 200. Death and taxes. Okay, so now we just got to upload that. If I add target blank to my link, which is what I'd prefer, that should... Look at that. Opens up a brand new window for us. Sweet. Okay, now I just gotta edit. I gotta tinker with the size a little. Oh shit, I didn't mean to open Steam. Sorry. I don't want to play you right now. I gotta monkey with the size a little bit. Resize. So it's 200 by 283. So there we go. We have our first entry in the archive. Death and taxes. So the next one I'm going to do is Animal Crossing. But what I want it to do is I want it to pull into a playlist of all my Animal Crossing. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to create a playlist. You'll have to forgive me, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've created playlists. Actually, let's just, there has to be a way to do it from the dashboard, right? Manage videos. Probably. New playlist. Oh, there we go. Add to playlist. These are all over the fucking place. Okay. So I want it to be from oldest to newest because I want it to be like a timeline. All right, everything else I think is in order. So now what we have to do is we have to create an anchor for the letter A. So to do that, I'm gonna go up here. So it's gonna be called A anchor. The letter A and a hyphen after it. Should probably just go through and create all of the anchors, to be honest, at some point here. That's going to be A anchor. A. Oh, that doesn't look right. That would be because I included this in here. Okay. So I guess for now, I'm going to have to figure out the formatting for that as well. But that's okay. A brings us down there. Perfect. And then at the end of each of these sections, I'll probably have a jump to top anchor, so it'll actually bring them back up to the navigation menu at the top. So now we need our Animal Crossing image. So let's find one. And let's Animal Crossing New Horizons cover. And I guess it doesn't particularly matter what size it is now, because I'm going to be fucking with it anyway. So let's go back in here real quick. So if we go down to our A section right here, we'll add a break, I suppose. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Actually, what I did was I started a new paragraph, and then I did Animal Crossing New Horizons. Horizon. I was like, I spelled that wrong. Something is amiss. We did another break. I gotta figure out how to do these the right way. And that's where we're gonna grab this link over here. share. Copy that to the clipboard. And then put that here. Target blank, we're good there. So then let's grab the name of this file. Let's use that same size. Also, HTML tutorial is not what the alt text should be. Let's do cover. I don't even think I need, I don't know. Sweet. So now we can jump down to the A sections, and if we click this, brings us to a playlist. I'm curious though, let's try on a, oh, I'm not logged in there. Play all. Okay, cool. So there's our playlist. So that's how it's going to work for games with a playlist. I'm going to have to create the playlist and then do all the rest of my stuff there. Death and taxes. Oh, I have that as part of it too. I probably should do that for... how do I have that set up for this one? So I didn't have that closed off. And so it was actually extending that link all the way down to this text here. So now it's good. So if we click this, it should go to here. Click this, it should go to our Animal Crossing playlist, and it does. So that is fantastic. Let's add some of the other games I have. So let's go back. Let's create a new playlist because I know that my 80 days playthrough. So now what we're gonna do, oh, I don't have it uploaded yet. That's okay. We're gonna need that playlist eventually anyhow. So that is okay that we made that. What's another game that has more than one on here though? Actually, I don't know if I have any others right now. You know what though? Sea of Thieves is going to be a playlist. So let's do that. So that's just one of those games I know I'm going to be playing again on stream at some point. So let's just add it to Sea of Thieves. Okay. So go back to our playlist here. So now we're going to create a link out to this playlist. So, because we're doing Sea of Thieves, we need to create an S anchor. So let's do that. I'm gonna copy our D anchor. This one's gonna be called S anchor. And that there. So then let's copy our other anchor elements we've been doing here and just replace it here with S. And then this one is going to be S anchor. Okay. If we go out and view the site again, S, oh, didn't quite bring us exactly down where I thought it would be though. If we click S, yeah, it's a little bit, okay, so what am I doing wrong here? Well, I'm not terribly concerned with it right now. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna kind of cheat and copy this shit right here. Yeah, and I'm not sure how I want to format that, but it's not gonna work this way for me. Sea of Thieves. Okay, so since we have this website up, let's just copy. Why do I always do that? It's because I'm using multiple browsers is why. So we're gonna do this. That is the link to our playlist. And now we gotta find a Sea of Thieves image to download. Sea of Thieves cover. There we go. Sea of Thieves. Okay, so now we're gonna have to upload that image. Get the source link. Put that here. And all the rest should be good. Let's see how it looks. Sea of Thieves is there. Let's make sure. Cool. Brings us to the playlist. Well, let's see if our jump here. Okay, now it actually works that we have some content there. So that might have been our problem with the jump before, is that there was nothing there. So, but we have that now, so that's cool. Eventually, I think I want to put like a description under each of these. Just so people have, if they're just browsing in here, then you can get an idea of what the games are. Okay, so let's continue on with the other games that I have on here. So looking, we have Grounded, which I'm fairly confident at this point that's not a game I'm going to revisit. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we're just going to leave this video on its own. And this will be our link to it. So that's good. We'll keep that up for now. So we're going to go back and just kind of lather, rinse, repeat with what we've been doing with everything else. So we're going to separate the G from everybody. And add a G anchor with G as our title there. And then we're going to go and do this. Actually, first things first, let's create the anchor. Let's not get too far ahead of myself here. G anchor, the G. Okay. Then we're gonna just copy kind of the same stuff we've been doing. It's going to be Grounded. Excuse me. We've got our link up here. So input that. Grounded. Perfect. That image will do. Go back and upload it. Get the image path. Go back. Put that here. There's Grounded. Sweet. So we've added another game. I think there might be one more on my archive list right now. I think it's well, I know House Flipper is there. Let's see if there's any other one-off games I played. House Flipper is indeed on here, so we're gonna do that. Okay, sweet. So we have that. Got that link ready to go. So we're gonna go back and create an H anchor. H anchor. Right. Then we need to inform the link where it should be jumping to. So we're going to do H anchor H. This is the nice thing once you kind of get started with some of this stuff, is you can just kind of start copying and pasting things, which is really nice. Oops. Let's undo that. Copy that. So we're going to have, what's the game? House Flipper. Go back and grab this. Cool. And then, like the other ones, we need house flipper. House flipper, game cover. Sweet. That one looks good. House flipper. And upload that. And there's our house flipper, so that's good. Just make sure the anchor works. It does. Brings us down to the H's. And it brings us out to our video. Cool. We're making some headway here. And I think that's everything I have uploaded right now. I'll be able to, you know what, too, I need to have a section for numbers. Because 80 days is actually prefixed with the number 80 as opposed to the word. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm kind of a stat nerd. So not stats, but like I like to have things well organized as best as I can. So 320, 2020. And what else do we have on here? Death and taxes. So 220, 2020. Got grounded. $728, 2020. House flipper. May 17th, 2018. I think that's what it was. And then 320, 2018. If I did this correctly, go back up to the top. We should see all of our release dates here, so that's cool. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do so that people can get back to the home page is we are going to copy some of the code we've already written. So we've got this little list right here. And instead of calling it site navigation, we're just gonna create a break. Actually, fuck it. Let's add the flames too, man. Those flames are cool. Fuck it. It's so schlocky looking, but I love it. So if we do this, and actually what we need to do is we need to we need to link back out to the index page. So it's index.html. So index.html not found. All right. Oh, it's it's lowercase. I think that's enough to throw it for a loop there. Go back. There we go. Navigation buttons are working. And actually what we can do too, since we're on the archive page already, we can take that out. Just keep it a little bit cleaner. So now if we go home, go to archive, now we are in the archive, so we no longer need that there. Just kind of curious what this looks like on mobile. Go back and check it out. Doesn't look quite as nice on mobile. That is the one thing that's important to make sure you're testing is how things look on mobile. Let's see how that looks on here. Okay, so we've accomplished a couple of things tonight. We got the homepage a little bit more organized. Got site navigation here. And not only that, we've actually updated our archive for what I have so far. And not only that, we can jump around the page too, so that's kind of cool. So, I think that's probably where I'm going to call it for the night. Yeah. I'm going to call it there for the evening, but that was fun and productive. Got some coding done, or I guess whatever you want to call it, because I know that's not a programming language technically. It's whatever the specifics are for it. So anyway, if you stopped by and hung out with me this evening while I was doing some of this work, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Kate, I think we only have, I think you're the only person here, so it wouldn't even ping that chef that I'm rating him. It won't even tell him. So okay. Oh, Mads, you're here. Hey, how's it going? I'm actually just hopping off, but I can show you what we worked on. I don't know if you were hanging out in here, but so we're kind of creating a 90s website, 90s style website. You can't quite see it because I've removed these out of the way for a second. So have our little homepage here. Not much flourish to it right now, but that's okay. That's partially intentional. I just kind of like how this looks. And then we've got our first navigation page set up. So this is going to bring people to the archive page, and this will have an archive to all the games I've played on stream. And you can navigate with these buttons here. So like you can click the letter of the alphabet you want it to go to, and it'll hop you down to that part of the page if there's a game there. And then each of these, if you click the cover, opens up a new tab to that particular, either that individual game playthrough if I got through it in a single stream, or like Animal Crossing here. I've played that a lot, so it brings you to all of the ones I have downloaded onto this playlist. So, but yeah, that's kind of the start to the web page anyway. Excuse me. At some point, I'm gonna have to create custom URL, because right now it's ragejanitor.neocities.org. But at some point, we'll have a custom URL, so it's a little bit nicer. And then I'm gonna create probably in upcoming streams here. I'll create an About Me section, and then a Pog guide. So I'm gonna have like all of the Pogs. Ideally, I'm gonna have all of the Pogs listed out in a table with like a description and like their cap number or Pog number, so that once I start getting more of those made, different ones, people can look at which ones they have there and some background information about them. So that's what we were working on this evening. Nothing earth-shattering, but it certainly looks a lot better than it did at the beginning of the night. I will say that. So, okay. Well, I'm going to head out for the evening. Like I said, if you stop by to hang out, I appreciate it very much. And I will probably stream a little bit tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to stream a game called Lion's Heart, or Lion's Tale. The Lion's Tale. It's a narrative game. So look forward to that tomorrow. And until then, be excellent to each other. Love you guys. And I will see you soon.